Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today we look at a drugs gang who were dealing Class A drugs across Slough, and the Royal Borough has been broken as members received long prison sentences. The 12 arrests marked the climax of 6 months of intense investigation work into drug dealing in Slough and Maidenhead. All 12 pleaded guilty to charges of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. They were all sentenced following a 2-day hearing at Reading Crown Court. Senior Investigating Officer Detective Sergeant Rob Hood said this 6-month investigation by the Serious and Organised Crime Unit identified a group who were running a number of drug lines in Slough and Maidenhead. During the investigation, officers worked tirelessly to gather evidence against the 12 and also seized Class A drugs with a street value of £30,000. They also seized £20,000 in cash, a handgun and a number of large hunting knives. We will continue to work to disrupt and dismantle groups who see fit to profit from selling Class A drugs, which have a hugely detrimental impact on our communities. This operation is part of a stronghold campaign which works in partnership to tackle serious and organised crime. We still need the community to act as our eyes and ears to keep reporting those who deal drugs, as well as looking out for signs of those who may be being exploited by drug dealers. Ryan Casey, 22, of Longfellow Drive, Slough, was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Ryan Taylor, 24, of New Haven Spur, Slough, was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Samantha Brimblecombe, 43, of Bridport Way, Slough, received a 4 years, 6 months sentence. Cameron Lawrence, 24, of Widdermere Way, Slough, was sentenced to 8 years. Ryan Brown, 20, of Hemingway, Slough, had already been sentenced to 9 years imprisonment following a related conspiracy to supply cocaine and possession of an imitation handgun. He received a further 6 years and 8 months to run concurrently. Hayden Brooks, 18, of Green Slough, was also convicted of grievous bodily harm following an assault and received 4 years in prison. Gerald Fleming, 21, of Salt Hill Way, Slough, received a 3 years, 6 months sentence. Danny Webb, 20, of Teesdale Road, Slough, was sentenced to 3 years. Andrew Darrow, of Goldworthy Way, Slough, received a 3 years and 4 months prison sentence. Keegan Edwards, aged 18, from Knowlton Way, Slough, was sentenced to 2 years in prison, suspended for 2 years. A 17-year-old from Slough was convicted and sentenced to a 2-year youth rehab order. Another 16-year-old from Slough was convicted and sentenced to a 2-year youth rehab order. So what are your thoughts about this 12-strong drugs conspiracy? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, stay safe.